Hello guys, my name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel and you support Ukraine, please subscribe and demonstrate your solidarity. Today is a difficult day that combines very complicated and mixed emotions. First of all, I woke up to the news that lots of Ukrainian cities were targeted and many of Russian missiles were stopped, but some caused serious destructions in many parts of Ukraine, in Kyiv, in Lviv, in Rivne, in other Ukrainian cities. And of course, it's really bad because it caused damage to lots of people. Some of them were hospitalized. And it adds up to the stress and emotions that all of us feel. Russia started targeting Ukrainian energy infrastructure, thus perhaps getting ready for the winter season. Of course, Ukrainians are preparing because many of you ask me whether we do something. Of course we do, but you can never be fully prepared to a terrorist attack. So mind that too. But there were also good news, and I want to concentrate on them more because they demonstrate that Ukraine is fighting and fighting successfully for the return of its territories. And I am going to speak about the destruction of an air base in SAKY, which is Crimea. This is a very good message that Ukrainian armed forces send to Russia and to those people who thought that Crimea will remain occupied. It is coming back home. If you agree that Crimea is Ukraine and you support my country and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do, because it helps us fight the informational war. And this military air base in SAKY is really big, and there were approximately 12 aircrafts, military aircrafts on its territory, and also a special base for the training of drone operators that they use to destroy Ukrainian territory and people. So it's a huge success to a great extent. There are lots of videos that demonstrate the explosions, and the destructions are really serious. Thus, the number of Russian planes, the Russian drones that they could have used to kill Ukrainians and ruin our land is definitely smaller, and that is a victory already. I love how Ukrainian armed forces, lacking long-range missiles, we desperately need them, lacking F-16 and aviation in general, manages to conduct such really strong and effective operations. So together with SBU, a plan was developed, and it all started with the distraction of attention of Russian air defense systems. There were lots of drones that were flying around, distracting attention. Then PPO went out of usage and Neptune missiles were targeting. You know, I'm still on my work trip to Lublin. Tomorrow I'm finally getting back home. I feel extremely homesick, but when I watch Euronews, Deutsche Welle, that is available in my room, I see that many people say like we are not able to give Ukraine long-range missiles because we are not confident they will use them properly, or we don't trust the new Minister of Defense. I have so many negative reactions inside me. Well, first of all, a very important message. A Minister of Defense of Ukraine does not conduct military operations. He is a civilian. He was a civilian. It happened after the reforms, according to the association with the European Union, according to the demands that were set. So, Minister of Defense is responsible for buying stuff, supplying stuff, but not deciding what targets to hit and what to use. So it's all to Zaluzhny, President Zelensky, and other top managers in the military. Second, haven't we proved during this year and a half that we do not violate your trust? And if there is a rule we cannot, for example, target Moscow with these missiles, we will not do that. So come on, guys, we are fighting for our territories and we're protecting our houses. We don't want anything from Russia. Another important thing, if the world would be a just and honest place, wouldn't be it right to target Russian military objects that are used in this war, and that in future will threaten many more countries if Putin's regime does not fall and serious psychological work is not done to millions of brainwashed Russians. That's how I feel, honestly. I have a lot of mixed impressions after my travels in different countries of European Union. And the only very vivid emotion that I have is that I desperately want home. So I hope that this Saturday we will be able to have our live stream from my typical environment. Prepare your questions. I'm ready to update you on the things that you consider important in the sphere of war in Ukraine. Let me know what are the other subjects you would like me to cover. Also, please help make videos more visible. Ask your friends and people who care about Ukraine to subscribe and share, as I see some numbers are dropping, and it's not that personal. It's more about making Ukraine visible, because this war continues, and I'm so afraid that we will enter this cold and dark period in the same bad situation, but with less attention and less support. Please don't let it change. Once again, thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patron. Soon we will introduce you to more episodes of Discover Ukraine and more interviews to come. You can also give me ideas whom you would like to see as my guests on this Big Talk Conversations. Check our merch store, join my Instagram. I share more on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads since recently. And you know that I love you all very much, and I'm super grateful that I have you in my life. You make it more purposeful. Thank you once again, and Slava Ukraini!